It's Super Macho Jedi Night, and it's Monday night, so that must mean Warhammer. We're here for Monday 40K, because I feel like being a giant doofus tonight. So, what are we going to do? We're going to continue on and move over to Necrons, right? What are you doing with your hand? What do we got on the table here? We're doing what kind of Necrons?
You can tell him.
Well, I was trying to remember myself. Now I got to look it up.
Oh, the three Skoptic warriors, a squad of warriors, and the three blade guys, a squad of warriors, and whatever's left over of the cockroaches.
Okay, you just made that sound like there was like 19 things.
It is. I think this is the Necron cleanup phase.
Oh, what do we got here? Let's just relook at that. All right, so there's the ancient and Necron cleanup. So 3 Scorpec destroyers with the last Scarab swarm with 5 Necron warriors. All right, that's not so bad. I think we can handle that.
What's the twist?
What's the twist?
What's the twist?
Parade finished and based. Presentation or painting style must tie this group together. All right.
Okay.
So there's no. All right. So the Scarabs I can't. Well, if I wanted to do the Scarabs the same way, then I'd have to make the Necrons, the warriors, the same way, and I have to make the destroyers the same way. So I can't do well. All right, to keep the. I don't really have a theme, so I'm gonna have to just do these as normal. Because I did deviate on the last Scarabs. They don't look like. And hello, Shadowstalker. How are ya? All right, so here's my box. I got my instructions. Alright, this thing is killing me. I gotta get rid of this sweater. Hey, DJ! How are ya? Everyone like today's shirt? So fat. Oh my god. Let's see. I don't need these. I need my box. I got my instructions. I got my lead belcher air. And I have to reprime these black so they look better. Just to maybe shut you up for once. Which ones are the bloody destroyers?
The guys who hold the blades.
The big boys. Alright, there's the Lord, there's the Overlord, there's the Royal Warden, there's the Plasmancer, Scorpec Lord, Scorpec Destroyers. Alright. Oh, and they only need 2 pages too. Okay. Right. Let's see which sprue is which. We're looking on the F sprue. All the way across. Okay. F. F as in frig off. You're not fluffy. Well, no, this is fat. This is Jabba the Twitch streamer. That's me. Really? All these guys are on one sprue? That can't be right. F1, 2, 3. I love the Italian one. Distruttore. The German's even better. Destructorin. Destroyers Skorpek. Destructores Skorpek. That really doesn't look like... Oh, that can't be all of them. That's got to be just one guy, right? F, 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 F. There's got to be more than one F sprue then, right? Is that what you're finding? Voice guy?
I don't have my box open yet.
What are you doing then?
Building an airplane.
What? Hey, man. You gonna do everything behind the scenes and...
No, but I just don't have as much trouble with the
Okay.
with the building phases you do.
I see. So you're just gonna goof off while I struggle. Is that it? Is that the implication?
I gotta goof off. I'm gonna finish the plane I was working on this weekend.
Actually, it might be a better idea to redo this in black. Some of this primer is way too smooth. It wouldn't take things properly anyway.
Look at you all being objective and stuff.
Stop. No, I guess they are all on. They are all on one sprue because there's 3 heads attached to 3 arms here. So, and 1, 2, 3 chests. Oh, look. Okay, good. Fine. All right. Where's my priming? Oh, this one's nice and big. That'll do. Yeah. That was everyone tonight. How was your weekend? Why are you here with me and not with somebody? It's Valentine's Day. Oh, the same reason I'm not? Oh, I get it.
Oh shit, that's right. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, you liar. He didn't really just leave, did he? He's fucking around. You better be fucking around. Get the fuck out of here. What was that about?
I got till 6. We're good. I got till 6.
Killing me. Move it around, get a second coat on. Yeah, I primed this so long ago. I primed the entire box at once. I thought I was being efficient and cool and shit. But no. Turns out I was an idiot.
Hey man, there's hope. Being able to make you have a problem is like the first step to recovery.
I'm not an alcoholic. I was just doing things the way I thought would work. Yeah. So, tomorrow night, and I'm not really going to announce it officially tonight, but I'll mention it. I'm starting a real live Patreon. Not a mystical pseudo thing that no one's ever going to see, like Voice Guy's OnlyFans. But,
It could be real.
oh, it could be, but it ain't. So I'll release the URL tomorrow night. But yeah, people, I'll now have the ability to get paid for this shit. Not that anybody's gonna, but you know, if I could get like 5 people to give me $5 a month, you know, that'll keep me in paint. Oh, I got some new paint this week. Oh, and in a couple of weeks, the Voice Guy, you'll be getting a new shipment of ancient ass white dwarfs.
Oh, cool.
Because every time Noble Knight Games has a clearance sale, those things are only like $2-3 a pop. So I get.
Oh yeah, at that price they're fun to read.
Yeah, absolutely. I get 3 or 4 of them. You know, they're from these ones are from the early to mid '90s. So you can see just how much the game has changed. It's amazing. Ah, are you watching this, chat?
Okay. I'm having bulgogi. The rice is cooking.
Oh, they're coming over, huh?
Oh no, it's actually just for me.
Ah.
I took some stuff out to thaw this weekend, but I didn't get to it, and so I need to eat it.
Uh-oh. Just want everybody to know I'm very happy with the new Pop at 50. The Billie Eilish video has exceeded 360 views. The largest viewing number I've ever had about anything. Over 9 years of podcasting, I didn't even get 300 downloads. So that's fun. If you're new here, head on out to YouTube and check out Pop at 50. You won't regret it. I've decided also that 2 a week is insufficient. I'm going to jack it up to 3 a week. And I'm not only doing that, I'm going to start rating things. In a very fun way, not a critical, oh my god, this kind of sucked way.
I was wondering if you were going to do that Super Bowl halftime show.
Is that going to get on the pop charts?
It's getting people 300,000 views. You could have like special addendums. Like if an artist dies, right I die, their Google search goes up.
I think it's kind of late to do that. With the next 2 streams and, working, there's not really going to be time enough to do that. But, you know how people do, like, oh, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, I'm going to give them, I'm going to measure the quality of the song in Debbie's. Debbie Gibson's. I'm going to do smiling Debbie Gibson's for positive reviews over 5 Debbies. And frowning Debbies for anything through 1 through 4. You got some frowning Debbies today.
You could do a ticker like Cinema Sins. Put a Debbie up for everything good and take a Debbie down for everything bad.
That sounds like effort. This is going to be hard.
Effort's not a bad thing.
It is when your entire personality is based on laziness.
What are your Patreon rewards going to be?
Well, if you give me $25 a month, you get to tell me which pop video to do, and you're going to be able to make suggestions and requests on just for yourself. They'll be Patreon only, and they will not be published on YouTube. So it's highly customized.
So if they want you to be topless in a tub while you're...
No, it's the song, not the parameters of the video.
Oh, okay. Oh. Never mind.
Yeah, you were thinking where you could get $25, weren't you? Like, let's see, if I don't buy any paint the next 2 months... That almost sounded like the Banana Splits. One banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. I wish I remembered more of the lyrics. Tra la 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 la, tra la 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 la.
Sounds like a kick-ass fight song or something.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, because it is. That's the banana. Yes, that's where that came from. Why it's in Kick-Ass, I have no idea, because that kid is like 2 generations removed from fucking Banana Splits. So it's not like he would have ever seen it. I don't even think I've heard of it on reruns. I'm pretty sure it's impossible that a kid his age would ever have known about it. But yes, yes. It was in that movie. I know there's at least one chatter knows what Banana Splits is. Deadpool was in Blade Trinity? Well, Ryan Reynolds was. I don't think Deadpool was. Right?
Yeah, he didn't play Deadpool. He just happened to be in. God, I just stuttered. When I heard it on my tablet, I was like, I sounded like I was stuck in a skipping record or something.
That's funny. La la la, tra la la la. One bonus that is cheap acrylic, it does dry super fast. And I do have a lot of it, so that's all good.
Did you get your panorama materials yet?
Yeah, I was just finishing them up before we came on. I don't think you'll... I don't know, I went cheap and unimaginative.
That's always what Patreons want to hear.
They're not paying for...
So far, I've heard cheap and unimaginative, and my whole system is based on laziness. Where can I cut that check for you?
But that's... That's not how Pop at 50 goes. That's how this goes. I make high quality content over at Pop at 50, which is why I can't make it here. Who's got the time?
What's your retention?
It's in the high 30s to the 50s.
50 seconds?
No, percent, man.
Oh. What's the duration, though?
Well, the videos themselves are only like 10 minutes. So, I don't have it memorized.
I was working on stuff this weekend, and I'm, of course, getting more hits with mobile devices, but my longevity on computers and televisions is almost twice as much.
Wow.
So I don't know, like, do I want to do the 16 by 9 vertical? But then the people who are staying are on TVs watching it 16 by 19 horizontal.
Interesting. Yes.
And my unboxing got banned in Japan, so I cut out all the pieces that that were copyrighted in Japan. And
Well, that's
I gotta see what how it looks without those parts.
That's kind of funny. Who actually banned it? Harmony Gold or Tatsunoko?
Neither.
Okay. Who's the publisher that blocked it then?
I don't remember. Nobody ever heard of.
Was it for the music or the visuals?
The visuals.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I've never been nailed for the music.
Yeah, the last three. Go ahead.
It was for the fight scenes. I had the armored Valkyrie in its fight scenes against the scout ship that it fought.
Ah, yeah.
And it made me cut those out. Bastard.
That was the Miss Macross contest episode
Yep.
where Braun, Rico, and Conda showed up. Did you know?
I'm thinking of cutting out the because I left in some of the explosions. I'm thinking of cutting those out because I've run Robotech stuff before without getting slammed for it, but I didn't have the original sound.
Oh, interesting.
I put something over it, so I may try it again. I gotta look at it with what they cut out.
Did you know that Braun, Rico, and Conda, if you run their names together in Japanese, it actually means we are perverts?
Did not know that.
I forget which order you have to say them in, but if you put them all together like one word, like Rico Bron Conda, or Conda Bron Rico, something like that. I read that years and years and years ago.
I can see it.
Because naturally, that wasn't. That's just one of the weirder coincidences in translating and interpreting. Because, in '82, I don't think Tatsunoko would have let that slide. I love that this is all on one sprue. This is great.
Unless an interpretation of their hiragana or katakana is it.
Ah, that's more like that's probably more likely.
Because I know my Japanese friend's named one of my car Ghosts, and it wasn't one of my other Asian friends. It wasn't a good word the way that they read it.
Oh no. I don't have Asian friends anymore now that I live in Connecticut. Because I don't hang around Yale. I'm glad we're doing so many models at once. So I'm
trying to hurry the fuck
up. I really want to. I love this competition, and I love these models, and I love doing it on stream. But I want to. We got the Chalnath box set to do. We've both got the start collecting to do. I've got more sisters to do. I've got a tank to do. And I got the feeling that tank is going to take a very long time.
Nothing says we can't supplement.
Yeah, but the longer we go in between, the longer the box is going to take.
Yeah, but who's counting? Other than us.
Well, in that aspect, you're absolutely correct.
Because, I would have been willing to, jump into something that's more recent, like the next Kill Team box or something, to see if that garners you more viewers. Other than something that came out 2 years ago.
God, has this thing already been 2 years? Get in there. Goddamn.
It's like when I sent you the Google Analytics, and NAS just hasn't been trending, but Eilish was like in the top 3.
Yeah, but he was still in the.
NAS.
He was
NAS,
still in.
NAS. I don't even know. How do you call it?
Nas.
NAS. Isn't that what they put on their cars in Fast and Furious?
That's Nos. And you know how to pronounce that because you were a race guy. Don't lie. Racing guy. You know what's stuck in my head right now? The Robotech fight song. Boom 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 You think that's sufficiently transformed where I don't get a copyright strike?
You won't get a copyright strike.
Just stop being nitpicky.
That's why I use the Robotech music and not the Macross music.
Harmony Gold don't care, huh? Which is weird because it was my understanding that all this ridiculousness that's taken so long to get decent remasters and all that shit was because Harmony Gold was so concerned about all their rights all the time.
Yeah, but the problem with that is the people who they license it from, and it's more than just them. It's shit.
Jesus, get on there. Get on there. Oh my god, get in, get in. There's some corners you just can't fucking get to, man. Right. Let this dry and cure, so to speak. We'll find some bugs in the Warriors. And we'll base coat it. Need to borrow that, by the way. You can borrow my okay ones. You can't borrow my amazing remastered ones. Actually, they're not really that amazing.
No. And then when they've sold like the same version 16 times.
Right?
And did they ever come out with the Blu-ray? I think that was like a year or so ago they were trying.
I don't remember. God, how many warriors are left? How many did they give us? Look at all these fucking...
Are there 10 warriors left?
There's got to be like 12 or 15 because we did 5 and there's still...
I thought we did 10.
No, we only did 5.
Oh, okay, well... Shit, I may have to adjust the... I only wanted to do 5, like, parade ready.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11... Well, that can't be right. I'm just counting the backs right now.
Alright, then maybe we should do 10 for this one.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, where are the fronts? 5,
I'm
6,
asking the wrong guy to...
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, the chests. They don't... Okay, they don't... Holy shit on a shingle. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Something's really weird here. Oh, and I got a spare one in this box because I was screwing up. Oh, I got a spare. Oh, shit. No, just one.
Yeah, I asked the wrong guy to count Necrons.
Yeah. Whew. There's a lot of priming tonight. Oh, and the last bug is on this sprue too, so that's good. Well, did I tell you I replenished my napkin reserves?
No.
Holy crap, it's 40 minutes already? It took 40 minutes to do that? Okay, what's next? Alright, so let's do all the well, I'll just do everything. I'll just do everything. That way I don't have to think about it. Actually, what is Robotech streaming on now?
I have no idea. I haven't seen it for a while.
I haven't been looking for a while. Can the research division look that up? Is that dry enough? I hope everyone's enjoying this. There's not a whole lot to talk about when you're just priming and cutting and shit. Now, in case you're wondering, in case this is the first time you've been here, you don't really know me or my methods with model building. Methods. Yeah, right. Methods. But, I had read several times that if you had primed with lighter things, then that would act as a light base coat and things would be more bright when you did, all the others. And generally that was right, but it wasn't amazing. So I did that. The problem is I had bought a lot of paint, a lot of primer, and I had used it all in one go. Everything I owned at the time, my entire pile of shame, I primed all at once. So now everything is this crappy white. And it works okay under most circumstances. But yeah, black does in fact seem to go better. So now I got to rebase all these things if I want to get a nice shiny Necron. And it seems odd that, space zombies are the thing to worry about color-wise. But I still got some of that white primer left. And I can't even use it up because everything is primed. Everything I bought, my entire pile of shame, is currently primed. So I've got nothing to use it on.
You have quite the collection of Citadel paints I saw in your Instagram post.
Yeah, man, clearance sales, baby. I got, probably 10 colors just from clearance sales. Which reminds me, I got Liberator Gold and Air Cast Thinner from the Noble Knight sale just now. $2 each. And the Air Cast Thinner is airbrush thinner. I figured I'd try it out. For $2, it's very difficult to go wrong. I was watching a battle report the other day from the mini wargaming guys. They were absolutely killing me. They kept saying Repentia and Gauss cannon. I'm like, Gauss. It's a real word. They didn't make it up for the game. Gauss is a real thing. It's got a proper pronunciation. Gauss. But since I do have, yeah, I'm hoping that all my lead belcher air will do nicely in my marital aid. I gotta decide what weapons to build these guys with, though. Should I unify them all on the doubles, or should I give some of them the long ones for variety's sake? Get in there. God. I primed all these things incorrectly anyway. It's just as well I do it now. Redo it now.
Do 10 push-ups for being late.
Who's late? Get on down and beat your face! The first 2-3 times I heard that, I did not make the connection between doing push-ups and beating your face. I was
So
like,
you just stood there and punched yourself?
no, I just was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I saw everybody else get down, and I was like, okay, I'll get down. What the fuck is it? Oh, beat your face. Okay. You know, I did what everybody else did, so I didn't get in trouble, but I just didn't get the connection. Beat your face? What the fuck are you yapping about, Drill Sergeant? Of course, that guy was an asshole anyway. And I know everybody thinks their drill sergeant's an asshole, but this guy, until my dying day, you will never hear me say his name without putting the evil in front of it. He was a douche of magnificent proportions. Claimed to have been, quote, on mental hygiene for 5 years. He had yellow eyes. Like,
He was jaundiced.
like Scut
He was
fucking
alcoholic.
Farkas.
Probably jaundiced from alcoholism.
I wouldn't doubt that, man. He seemed like he had a lot to work through. The evil Drill Sergeant King. Very first day, man. The detail of us went down to the linen supply. And I thought I was going to be, agreeable. I thought I was going to make it clear that I wanted to learn and all that shit. And I was there to get the job accomplished. He says, all right, now these are mattress covers. And I said, okay. Not yes, Drill Sergeant. Not okay, Drill Sergeant. Just straight up, okay. And he sent the other guys back upstairs with all the stuff. And he locked the door. And he slammed me up against it. Because he thought I was fucking with him. And I got to hear a lot of stupid shit like, you think you're badass, Hunter? Where are you from? There are a lot of badasses in Connecticut. You one of them? And I'm like, how the fuck do you answer that? The guy's got you by the fucking collar. I just wanted to look like I was eager to learn. Jesus. They're so desperate for everybody to be motivated all the time. Highly motivated. You know, and somebody tries that and they screw up and, you know, they get abused. What the fuck, man? What the fuck was wrong with that guy? Missed a bit. Man, I think we're going to run out the entire episode and not have everything primed. I'm not going to get one thing base coated tonight. I still got 2 giant sprues to go through. Oh, this one's got a little extra bug on it. Ah, nice. Bastille. Yeah, the French drill sergeant, did he? Little frog from Rouen. I think these will turn out good. I'm going to use some of that Green Stuff World color shift shit on them. Hey Dale, why don't you text me your address again? Because I don't know what I did with it. And I'll send you a couple of Eldar that I'm not really interested in painting. And you can see if you can have fun with it. I'll just send it up in some bubble wrap. Aww, made you a necklace. This vamp just turned into Diablo demon thing. What? Who? Diablo? What are you watching? So that makes me think. What's the vampire flick you think of instantly when you just hear the word vampire? Which one typifies vampirism to you?
The one with Tom Cruise.
Interview with a Vampire. Okay. Not a bad flick. A couple of people don't like it, but whatever. There's always a couple. Dracula, Interview. Very good. Very good. I always think of the 1979 Frank Langella Dracula myself. It was the first one that was really scary. Because when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, I had seen Bela Lugosi's Dracula, and they never did nothing. That shit wasn't scary. It was just this goofy looking dude in a tuxedo walking around with weird looks. That didn't impress me. But then Frank Langella came around, and in the opening scene, somebody's interview was better than Queen of the Damned. They fucked that one up royal. I'll have to trust you. You know I didn't read that one. But the very first scene, they rip a guy's throat out. I was like, oh man, they're serious up in here. That's right, 7-year-old said they're serious up in here. In 1979. Oh no, I guess I would have been 8 then. Well, I would have been 7 until August, so I don't know when HBO had it. Dracula 2000 wasn't bad, but I'm a Gerard Butler fan, so. Did he still have his accent going on there? That he refused to get rid of or turn Greek for 300? You'll find plenty of both down there. Sounded the exact same in 300 as he did when Olympus was falling. I said, that's the same fucking dude. Oh boy, that's one more sprue out the way. Not nearly as bad. What's funny is he went Irish for P.S. I Love You. That's funny. Oh man, I think this remaining one is the biggest bugs. Ah, get in there.
So how was your sports ball game?
I don't know, I didn't watch it.
Bullshit, you canceled the stream just so you can watch it.
It started after the stream would have ended.
You had the tailgate for it.
With who? Where? In 26 degrees?
At McGillicuddy's.
Where the hell is that?
I don't know, wherever you went Saturday night.
I didn't go anywhere Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night. Saturday night. I thought you meant Sunday.
Where were you and Mike drinking?
Scottish Dave's.
Okay, so McGillicuddy, Scottish Dave, same different.
I did not watch the game. I read comic books. And anyone who knows me would believe that far more than me tailgating any fucking thing. And since he was singing, you didn't notice too much in Phantom of the Opera. Oh, that's right! I forgot he was in Phantom. Ha ha! That's right. Great. Now Phantom of the Opera's in my brain. You guys got to stop talking music while I'm doing this shit. In all your fantasies, you always knew.
I thought you were all about music. You're starting a patron for music?
Pop music. That man and mystery were both in you.
Does
And
anybody
in
in that
this
category have
labyrinth. What?
Does anybody in the pop music reaction subgenre have Patreons?
Damn near everybody with a YouTube has Patreons now. Mr. Boyd, LB Boyd does. Mr. L. Boyd does.
I don't know who those people are.
Well, I said it wrong. It's the same guy. Mr. L. Boyd.
I still don't know who he is.
He's pretty good.
What does he react to?
Just about everything, really. He doesn't get too over specialized. And in this labyrinth, where night is light, the Phantom of the Opera is there, inside your mind. Wah, dun, 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 dun.
What was the stage show that Moss
Night is
and,
blind. Yes, fine. It's not always clear on the original recording. It's the only one I got. You were saying?
what was that stage show that Moss and Roy went to?
Gay.
Sing a couple songs from there.
Willies, Willies, I like Willies. That's the only lyrics they have. So, well, for that one. Today's the day the homophobes get their asses kicked. Today's the day the homophobes get their asses kicked. Today's the day. And that's all the lyrics for that one, too. I'm a friend of Dorothy. I'm a friend of Dorothy. She is my friend.
I love that fucking episode when they think Roy's disabled.
Yeah, because Roy's too stupid to just own up to it and say, look, man, I can't pee with the fucking bathroom guy looking. I had to come in here.
And Moss gets a job.
That's right. What a great episode. Hold my hand. No, that's not my hand. Man, this is all I'm gonna get done tonight. Remember, kids, we are back tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern. However, we're changing gears and we're playing Diablo 2 for a couple hours. Got my Amazon leveled up a bit. She just killed Diablo. So now she's going to go into the not Arathi Highlands. That's World of Warcraft. She's going to go into the barbarian world of Haragath. Go kick some major ass there. So make sure you join me for that. And then Wednesday, it's story night, where we play The Witcher. I'm just hoping this week's quests are a lot easier than last week's, because last week's made virtually no sense. But that's at 8 p.m. It generally goes about 2 hours because I got to get up in the morning. I'm not like Dwarfy, who can sit there playing games till 2 or 3 in the morning. Which I admire the hell out of myself. If I could still do that, boy, I would. But I'm so old now that it's just not possible. That's a streamer I actually admire. There's a couple I laugh at and enjoy, but I actually admire the hell out of her. She seems to be a sensible, sensitive person.
Which one?
Dwarfy.
No.
And we found out tonight that her name is actually a corruption of Dwarfy, because she's so short. You say it with an apparent Spanish accent like she does because she lives in Spain, and it comes out Dwarfy. At least that's how she explained it herself, so. Alright, almost done with this side of this sprue. I think I drove people away with my singing.
Or they had Valentine's Day stuff to do.
Well, if it was the singing, that's too bad, because I'm a repeat offender. I repeat, I will offend again. This is not... Nothing else is getting done tonight. Actually, it's not really crucial that I do the backside all that well, is it? Because this will be up against the main body, and no one's actually going to see it. So over the weekend, I finally got another packet of magnetic sheets. I was able to remagnetize all my new containers. So now, all 4 of my armies are safely ensconced in plastic, nicely attached to the bottom of the container by a force of nature. However, there were some casualties. A couple of things did break in the changeover. I was trying to get the magnets on the bottom. They weren't really all that good the first time around, so I tried to redo them. Some of that glue was not phenomenal, so they'd go on the magnetic sheets, and then you go to take them off, and the magnet would stay there. So I had a lot of re-gluing to do. I had to open a new bottle of Gorilla Glue to get it done.
The horror.
It was literally painful on a couple of occasions. Come on, get on there.
Well, by Sunday I should have my table cleaned up and be ready for the... I got like 3... I try to clean them in between each wave, and I got like 2 airplanes and the leftovers of the ancient.
Ooh, I'm almost done with this sprue. You drinking, boy?
Yep.
I actually had a damn hangover Sunday morning. Pissed me off. I haven't had significant alcohol in weeks and weeks and weeks. And I didn't even have it Saturday, but it's more than I had in all that time.
It's a good thing you didn't have a top tier Patreon waiting for their video.
Hey, right?
You do realize I'm going to have a lot of fun with that.
Like what?
You'll see.
You give me some money, you can have all the fun you want. As long as it adheres to the rules. Come on. Thursday is going to be a long night. Thursday is the night I do my Pop at 50 work. So, making all the graphics for the Debbie Gibson ratings is going to be a lot of work. I tell you, I'm going up to 3 days a week on that.
Yeah, at the beginning.
That's another one down. Look at this shit. No, that's not why I didn't stream. I was burned out. I got rid of my headache and my nausea by noon, so I was fine by then.
It was watching football.
I was not watching football. Can I get on Angry Streamers now? You know, there's this series on YouTube where the guy just collects Holy Deep Gaming. Oh, new follower! Hey, how are you? Why did you say so? Oh man, I don't watch the chat enough, do I? Holy crap! I'm so sorry. I should have noticed that. How long ago was that?
Stay in the chat.
I'm in the chat. I'm not always looking at it because I got things
No,
to
I
look
don't.
at.
I don't see an announcement in chat.
Neither do I. But the overlay says it's there. Oh, that must have been from yesterday.
Welcome.
Well, if you're here and just lurking, that's all right. Hang around. It's cool. Gotta clean this brush out, man. It's horrifying.
Come on, tippers. We need some tippers.
Give me money. Trust me, I'm funny. Just laugh and give me money. So I had to delete shit on my Google. I didn't realize that photos I've taken with my phone were saved there. I'm constantly told to make room on Google. Ugh. God. That sucks. That's why I don't use the cloud. I've got so much goddamn space. You've got space now? Or did you not pick up those drives? Did you pick up those drives yet? I gave you multiple terabytes worth of drives. Okay, good.
Does she have to delete all the little people porn off it before she can use
Hey,
them?
be nice. It's my system, man.
Well, that's why I'm warning her to just delete them on. That way, her image of you doesn't get tarnished.
They weren't even my drives. They were our dad's.
Oh no. If anything ever happens to my parents, I think I'm just gonna magnetize their electronics.
The last thing you want to know is their proclivities.
That's true. I don't want to find out that they're swingers or something. I couldn't handle it.
That's why they moved, you know, to find a fresh community. Oh, that was terrible.
Could have used that brown.
God, why are there so many weapons? Jesus. The sprue reminds me of America. Did you see the trailer for The Lord of the Rings of Power?
No.
That's alright. They didn't have anything interesting in there.
And the stills I saw, they look too clean.
I'm sure they once they get in a couple of fights, some of them will be as filthy as Aragorn. But it was so generic. They didn't. I mean, you saw a couple of random monsters for like a split second, and then you saw, just a bunch of people running around. And it was like, this doesn't tell me anything about Rings of Power or the Second Age, or doesn't really tell me much of anything.
I have a feeling it'll be super generic. Rather than taking something that Tolkien left unfinished or had it previously written, I think it's just going to be in the Tolkien universe.
Well, he had a lot of historical type stuff about the Second Age, but he didn't really write any stories in it. So who the hell knows? But I think you got a good bet there.
It's for my wire cutter.
Are you randomly finding parts you can't identify?
Oh, it's I'm just cleaning up like I said. I haven't turned over the table to the blade guard agent, so I have my wire cutter from my base. My first diorama. IKEA to get their shelves back in stock so that I can finish my YouTube studio.
Come on, get in there.
Get in my belly.
I had a very good Hello Fresh meal tonight. Now get the fuck out. This chest plate has a fucking little bug coming out of it.
Oh, cool.
Anyway.
I can't wait till you start priming after assembly, man. That's gonna be like, holy shit.
Anyway, I haven't had the need to clean out my Google account before. I'll have to figure out how to move into Drive. Well, I've never used that, so I cannot consult with you on it.
And you call yourself Tech Jedi.
You can only...
More like Tech Padawan.
Get the fuck out of this stream. You can only ever work with stuff first time, man. I ain't done that. But you think techs run around just experimenting with shit just in the hopes that it comes up one day?
That's right. You don't do that like your tech continuing education and stuff? Your annual jamborees?
Jamboree? What the hell are you yapping about? CES is the closest that gets. And I haven't even been there. Wait, isn't CES usually in Vegas?
Yep.
I might have a reason to go next year.
And it happens to be the same week as the AVN Awards as well.
Yeah, probably not going to that one. Hold on.
They're in co-located buildings. I mean, you can walk through.
Ugh, come on. These things are so intricate with so many little fucking nooks and crannies. It's killing me. It's like trying to paint an English muffin, for fuck's sake.
You couldn't just use your Marmalade?
This black I'm trying to use up, I haven't experimented with it yet. It's too thick. I don't really know how well it would flow.
You can dilute it down to a milky consistency.
I've had so many errors and problems and mistakes with that thing. I really didn't feel like going through it tonight. I will be using it for the lead belcher base coat, though, because that's an air formulation to begin with.
When's the bike that you can only use the airbrush for? That'll be a fun stream to watch.
Yeah. That's at least one more after this, right?
I have no idea.
You wrote the thing, man.
I write that shit and send it out and refer to it as needed. Did you see the ad for Jordan Peele's new movie, Hell Nah?
No, I didn't see the ad directly. I saw portions of it on Good Morning America today when they were saying how wonderful all the commercials were.
Finally, a Jordan Peele movie I can watch. This shit's scary. I'm like, what did they do to you? But aliens or monsters don't scare me. People who like crab walk backwards and shit do.
I hate that stuff so much. That is a...
I haven't seen Us. I saw his first one. That was really good. That was good. That one wasn't so scary. But yeah, Us, I was like, oh, hell no. And then there's another one. I think there's like two of them now. There's like Sinister and like name brand actors were in the first one, but it was about a demon that lived in legacy media in the attic of a house that people bought. So he was like in the film strips and stuff, and I was like, I'm surrounded by that shit. I have cameras I bought in antique stores with like 100-year-old film in it, and there was no way in hell I was going to watch that, even just knowing what it's about. And I'm curious. I want to see it, but no.
Do you want to wait till I can be there?
Maybe, but as long as I don't remember it when you're gone. Because, like, I watch horror movies that has to be daylight, but I can watch them alone. But that one, just because it had to do with legacy media, I was like, oh, hell no.
What's for dessert?
This kid's got a neck tattoo. I know it's wrong, but I'm immediately against him. Jesse Jones is trying to help him out.
What are you watching?
Oh, our local consumer advocate. Like Boguslawski,
Ah,
in your corner.
yeah.
He's our Mike Boguslawski.
Ah.
Some kid bought a ricer and it was he's fighting about the warranty or something.
Yeah, there's so much shit to do. Orange cream fruit swirl ice cream. Oh, you getting all fucking schmancy there.
That sounds really good.
It's a good thing it's going to be so late when we finish this, because otherwise I'd want to go out and get something. But no, I'm back in the gym.
Excellent, because your trip's coming up.
Yep. It's looming like doom itself.
You should have like a tier where if they support you from England, you'll go by their house.
Ain't got time for that kind of shit.
They can get a meet and greet with the Tech Jedi. When you go by Puppet with the Puppet 50.
They'd have to meet us on the trail, man. There's no time. No time at all.
It's going to be fun hearing about that when you come back.
Oh, I'm going to be live streaming it as long as there's signal. Of course, you'll for chunks of it you'll be asleep because there'll be 8 full hours ahead.
I will wake up for it.
Nah. And this is me pissing on a monument that's been here for 2,000 years. Get banned for public urination.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to see you on a compilation of stupid Americans.
Having said all that, I am planning on meeting 2 people I know.
Elizabeth and Charles?
That would be no. If I knew them, you think I'd be on a fucking stream? Hoping to make money in retirement from followers I built up over the next 15 years?
See, the problem with that is like technology changes. Because 10 years ago, Facebook was the shit. Now everybody pretends they hate it.
Well, I mean, if something happens in 3 years, I'll just jump ship with whatever followers I got and try to get them to follow, that's all. Now they got this thing called Hover.
I thought that's what the Mormons did. What's Hover?
I haven't actually checked it out yet, but people on Twitter were telling me it's like TikTok for streamers.
You should be there then. If you want to make money out of it, you gotta be.
You gotta give me a minute, man. I got 5 fucking days a week of regular work, on top of all this stuff, you got to give me a minute.
But you don't want to be like the fifth pop at 50 guy. You want to be the first. Because after we get off here, I'm gonna go to what was it called?
Hover.
Hoover. I'm gonna go to
Hover.
Hover and register pop at 50 and then sell it to you.
Hoover. Your mother's a Hoover.
That's why I'm gonna delete her electronics one.
Oh shit! Oh, that was rich.
So I'm gonna go register pop at 50 and I'll sell it to you.
See, that's just mean. That's just mean-spirited.
This is getting old. What are you gasping at? We've said like 16 different things. What's to gasp at?
Hovering.
I can't.
Hey, you got a new follower. Stream Elements.
Spaztech, how are you, Spaztech? Thank you for coming by. How is your evening? Glad to have you.
Oh, so I guess his name's not Stream Elements. My bad.
No, Stream Elements is the chat bot that is telling us that Spaztech is here.
Awesome.
How are you?
Are you here for the filth or the models? Oh, and Crystal Wind Gaming, how are you? Hey, look at this. Buy corn. Have you had your daily dose of chaos and heresy yet? If not, here I am. What's up? That's awesome. The comment about his mother. Oh no. Oh, I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for coming around. Chaos, heresy. No, I am tonight, very specifically tonight, we're all about the horrible Xenos. Tonight we're doing Necrons. Lots of them too. Scorpic Destroyers, Warriors, and Scarabs. Buy corn. Blood for the Blood God. How much blood have you given to the Blood God today? Ooh, this is nice. Are you doing what I think you're doing, voice guy?
Freezing? Yes.
You weirdo.
You should be working. Ah, shit, it's the Terminators. But edgier. Run! Nice.
Space zombies. Space zombies are coming for you. Space zombies.
You can have a tier that you write original songs for and sing them.
Oh, they'd have to be parodies, though. I can't type. Bit not sober. Ah!
That's all right. I have been in that very position on stream. Where'd I leave off? Normalize priming on sprue.
Yeah.
It works. I do it every time. And people say, oh my god, how could you do that? And then I put a picture up and they go, oh yeah, it looks good, man. Are you really going to tell me that you haven't looked at my stuff and goes, oh, that's okay?
That Tau guy, that Tau commander, it looked pretty cool.
And that was done almost 2 years ago. See? Xenos. Although, I don't know why people say Xenos. Because that makes it sound like it's a race on its own. Xenos would be the plural. Because the base word is xeno. Greek meaning outside.
Hashtag the more you know.
With their Gauss cannons, not Gauss, Gauss. Gauss is a unit of measurement of magnetic force, which I learned in high school because I took electronics. It was fun, man. There's this big thing called the degaussing ring. It's just a giant hoop. It's about 18 inches across, right? It's got, it's just filled with a coil, and you plug it in, and you bring it up to you bring it up to the front of a television set, you know, a CRT television set. And it cleans out any leftover and corrects any leftover magnetism that has built up on the device from having all the current go through it. And it distorts the picture. It's really funny. And that's Gauss. What? Who?
Can it help decrease my magnetic personality?
You'd have to get one first. But why would you want that? Aren't you after accolades and people going, ooh, that voice guy?
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Everyone has stuff they don't say. Stuff they don't say that's completely true about them.
Some bitch pulled out a gun on a clerk at Best Buy.
Which Best Buy?
Probably local.
You watching the local news?
The western U.S. is the driest in 1,200 years.
Jesus. They better take a drink, huh?
My tablet is giving me I have DOT orientation on Friday the 10th, 2020. What year does my tablet think it is?
What were you doing for the DOT?
They run aerial search and rescue in the state.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one has a chunk of his head missing too. Oh, nice. Put some nice Tesseract glow in there to get a internal effect going. Oh my god, so much stuff. I didn't even do the second side yet, man. Holy shit, it's 8:45. Not gonna finish this tonight.
Somebody got their second win.
Not me. I'm done. I'm not finishing this tonight. I'll have to do some priming off stream to make up for next Sunday when we can actually get something accomplished. But I gotta go clean myself up, get some comics read. I'm hoping to be straight out asleep by 10:30.
I gotta get some dinner and go over to Hoover, pick up some names.
You do that at Hoover. You go right ahead. You know, if there wasn't so...
I should be ready for the next phase by Sunday.
Yeah.
This table's a mess, man.
You've been cleaning for almost 2 hours, maybe? What?
Oh no, I was doing airplanes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You said that.
And I had to tweeze.
Well, you know, you have to be perfect for OnlyFans.
That's right.
Candy boy.
If you're still here, oh, that's right. I forgot. Candy boy, thank you. I forgot I changed it. I was going to say Naughty Nurse for You 69 if you're still in the chat. But I changed it to Candy Boy, CANDIBOI.
Candy boy. He is a joy.
Sounds like a Jackson 5 song.
I can't remember who did Candy Girl. Research Division. Who did Candy Girl?
Are the research division still on, or do they all have lives?
They were here, so they definitely didn't have lives.
Yeah, but they could sign in because you're their big brother. And then go carry on about their lives. Yeah. It's like I do for your video games.
They've been
I
talking.
Sign in, carry on with my life. I keep meaning to go back and watch them because I know you're talking shit about me, especially after I post. But I can't hear because the sound is turned down.
I wouldn't say talking shit.
I got a professional development day on Friday, so I'll get caught up on shit like that.
Remember, you can catch up on all the weirdness we do over at Super Macho Jedi Knight on YouTube. When the VODs expire, they're always going to be there. So you can see all the stuff we've done in the past. Hear all this filth that you've been missing all these years. And if you're lucky, and purely by accident, you just might learn something.
Or at least you'll learn the most inefficient way to do something.
Well, that's still learning. I am a rebel. I do not do things the way you expect me to. If that means I get irritated by my own efforts...
The term is rebel, is it?
If that means I get irritated by my own efforts, so be it.
Rebel it is.
I'm not going to ask what you think, nor will I accept it.
But I was just going to suggest that you were a jackass wrapped up in an enigma.
Yep, that's Trooper Johnson's.
Remember the 5th? What did we V for Vendetta? Oh wait, I didn't have my glasses on. Never mind. It said it's Bill. My bad. This is disturbing. My table is almost clean, and I have like 6 holes where paint's supposed to be. Because I group them by like the heavies, the metals, the black and white. And in the heavy pigment section, there's 3 missing.
Remember the filth of November.
Filth of, what month is this? February. Happy Singles Appreciation Day.
There's no such thing. You've just
Singles
made that
Awareness
up.
Day. I gotta contact my Mormon friends and see if they can get me a discount on Harvard.
That is pure fucking
I have a lot of
insanity.
I have a lot
Old
of Mormon
John,
friends
how,
because
old
I don't drink
Johan.
alcohol.
How are? Look at, we got more people tonight. Hey, how are ya, old Johan? We will paint happy swords with the blood of our enemies. Lehman,
Bob Russ.
Okay, good.
All right, I dig it.
Here's a happy little Eldar.
Drive the tank closer. I want to hit him with my sword.
I love it. It's great.
That was a good meme.
How are you tonight, Johan? Are things okay for you? What a great night, huh?
Lehman Bob Ross. That's funny as shit.
That amuses the hell out of me. I appreciate that.
Gotta screenshot that.
Just 3 more weapons. I can call this even. I think I'll do some at lunch tomorrow. Because it's going to be too goddamn cold to go outside and take a walk.
It's never too cold to take a walk.
Yeah, it is. What the hell kind of person are you?
One who did search and rescue for 10 years.
Yeah, you're a different breed of cat.
The day I broke my shoulder, it was 7 degrees out.
Jesus.
And because it was 7 degrees out, I had 7 layers that had to be taken off over my shoulder.
Oh, man.
After the first couple. The most expensive layers I took off, and then I finally gave it up and let them cut the rest off. But the expensive layers, we had to take off gingerly.
Boy's gotta be like, I paid for this shit. That's funny. When was that?
2000 and... It was about a year before I moved up here, so 8 or 9.
Wow.
It must have been 9 because I was riding the same trail I crashed on like 3 weeks before I was supposed to move up here.
Ah.
And I was like, I don't want to fuck up my move to Washington.
It definitely wasn't 8 because I would have remembered that because that would have been initially right after. That would have been the winter
It was
after.
in January, so unless it was an 8, and that's what allowed me to go to
San
no,
Diego?
I was a shift worker, so I took whatever. It was probably 9.
Yeah,
But it was in January, so I would have been fine by that time. The work just wouldn't let me back until I could do CPR, but I never did CPR, so that was a stupid metric. So I worked in the medical library for like 6 months.
Fascinating. Yeah, because I would have thought you would have mentioned it that whole week, and I absolutely do not remember you talking about that.
Then it would have been 9.
I went to the gym this morning. It was 16 degrees.
That's chilly.
All right, kids, that is exactly enough of that. As I'm so old, I do in fact have a backache right now. So I'm going to go lay the fuck down. Learn Toreador? What does that mean? Well, I think it's been a productive night. We had new friends show up. I got a lot of repainting done on all these sprues. Everything was identified, so I know where I'm going to get all my stuff from.
I think that was learn to read, not learn Toreador.
That's what autocorrect gets you, huh?
It was more a lack of reading glasses than a ability to read. Fist built.
Well, I hope everybody had a good night. I had a few laughs. I was digging it. Tomorrow night, we'll be going after some loot in the Barbarian lands in Diablo 2 Resurrected. That's promptly at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So come hang out if you feel like seeing an Amazon go blowing shit up. And then Wednesday, like I said, we're in story mode, where we go figure out how to kill things in The Witcher. It's going to be a good night. That's at 8 p.m.
Since it's a holiday, are you going to visit both righty and lefty tonight?
No. After the weekends, on Mondays, I got to leave it alone. I got too much time on the weekends. I got to...
That wasn't the way I thought you were going to go with it.
Is it ever?
And she's a righty, apparently. oh, she was waving, my bad.
Clapping, I think? What is that?
I think she was saying that she double clicks the mouse with the right hand.
Okay, that's enough of that.
But it could be waving.
I'm gonna play a golem on you right now. I'm not listening!
My precious.
Right on. Next Sunday we'll be back doing this very thing, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then next Monday, back at 7 again. So, yeah, follow, subscribe. Go check out Pop@50. Go check out Super Macho Jedi Knight on Instagram and YouTube. Check out Super Macho Stream on Twitter. And Voice Guy, where are you at?
I'm at Hover. You can find me under Pop@50 and Super Macho Mini People.
What? Super Macho Mini People? What the?
Well, whatever. Super Macho Games and Hobbies or whatever.
Alright, that's enough of you. You're not going to take it seriously. You'll have your privileges revoked.
You can find me at Hover.
Have a good night, everyone.